सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। पूज्य माँ भगवती, पूज्य Sri Arvind, you all are the chosen children of our Divine Mother. We are the participants of an immortal comedy. It is not the comedy that is only giving us aesthetic pleasure. From literature point of view, the work of literature has got varieties of the objectives, and human life is a masterpiece of the work of literature. Life and literature are always related together, and it is for the very reason that Sri Aurobindo accepted the highest form, the greatest form, the largest form of literature, that is epic poem, to be his life mission, to be his media for symbolic presentation of tomorrow's immortality. It is tomorrow's immortality, tomorrow's reality, tomorrow's relativity. If at all it is to be presented before the people, before the mass, and for eternity, not for 10 years, 20 years, not for 1 century, 2 centuries. Masterpiece may survive for 2 centuries, 5 centuries, 10 centuries. Now, the subject matter of this new epic will have to be eternity, nothing less than eternity. So it is the epic of immortality, an epic of immortality being presented through words, sequence, sentences, lines of poetry. But Savitri's lines are not the lines of poetries, they are the supramental mantras directly received from the Supreme. And Lord Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, the joint venture on their part is the incarnation's work, incarnation's Swadharma of Kalki Narayan. We'll have to assimilate all such concepts in such an integral way. Then we can find out the clue why Mother, after 58 up to 73, tried and tried on one and one objective, that is to awaken the mind of cells and to create the new pattern of the body and the new cellular pattern of the mind. So mind is also created newly, body is also created newly, and the immortality, time that is meant for it, has also to be transformed. So Satprem doesn't understand instantly all these things. Being a Western personality, Western devotee, he can definitely, we can expect him not to understand each and every concept of Indian culture. But Mother, along with that, makes it also clear repeatedly to emphasize certain ideas which are to be linked up in such a way that the entire vision can be projected through grand and greatest literary form of epic, that is Savitri. So media, methodology, form of literature that was accepted by Sri Aurobindo was also great and grand, subject matter accepted by Sri Aurobindo was his own vision, was also great and grand, and the new reality and relativity are to be scientifically presented before the people of the next century was also unimaginably grand at that time. Today we have started receiving certain glimpses. Today we have started receiving certain signals, and today we have started certain international events taking place in such a great, grand, and unimaginable scenario that we can get the signal that something is taking place, something is taking place, something is taking place. Whether we are not cautious, whether we are not ready, we will just miss the important link to enter into this new scenario of immortality, and will lose the mantra, will lose the dictum, Srunavantu Amrutasya Putraha and Mrutyurma Amrutam Gamaya. It is the velocity from mortality to immortality is being scientifically, culturally, religiously, spiritually, historically, and supra-scientifically and supra-psychologically invented, put into practice, lived by Mother and Sri Aurobindo, both of them, in tune with Radha, who was Aradhika in Srimad Bhagavad. Sadhana that was to be launched by Sri Aurobindo was under the direct impact and direct mandate of Lord Krishna. And the sadhana of this cellular transformation on the base of the mind of light transmitted to Mother by Sri Aurobindo. Mother became Aradhika from Radha. Born as Radha, became Aradhika, and Aradhika's Aradhana, Aradhika's Sadhana, Aradhika's Yog is the Yog of the cellular transformation, that is awakening the mind of the cells. So mind of the cells is not merely a new concept that is to be added to Sri Aurobindo's Yoga of Ascent and Descent. Mind of the cell is the central point of future reality after one next millennium. After next millennium, people will evaluate what Sri Aurobindo did and what Mother did, and what the people who were chosen by them have cooperated, collaborated, and worked not for themselves but for the universal transformation of their divine's objective. So we are evolutionary children, working for evolution, thinking for evolution, realizing evolution, and implementing the final and ultimate stage of evolution. We should not underestimate the march of our psychic in this birth. If we can at least understand that what a tremendously powerful adventure of consciousness had been undertaken by us ignorantly. Our little mind, which is to be rooted out, is not competent to understand and to imbibe even our objective of this birth. This is the gap between old mind and new mind, between the two bodies, new body and old bodies. So Mother continuously and in parallel way goes on emerging new mind and emerging new body together. A body who appear in a burst of light. In other words, all the gods, that is supramental, as they are conceived, but it's not like that at all. But still it is not like that. There is still one mystery at least is hidden. And one mystery is hidden means the creator becomes the creation. It is the creator that becomes the creation. The creator, that is supreme. Supreme became the actors. Supreme became the villain. Supreme became the reality. Supreme became the relativity. Now nothing accepting supreme that exists. So in whatever form we might be appearing in the next birth, now here we can get the signal assurance direct from the Supreme that you are accepted by me, you are accepted in my orbit, you are moving in my orbit, you are cooperating and collaborating in my orbit, you are co-participating in the new velocity of immortality that has been launched by us in this birth as the special dedicated envoy of the Supreme, the Paratpar. Paratpar is Niranjan, Nirakar. Paratpar is Nirvikar. These are all Sanskrit terminologies in our scriptures. They are all presented so scientifically, and Mother experienced automatically certain words of Sanskrit, Greek, and Latin together, because this is for the whole earth. This is for the whole reality. This is for the whole universe, and this is for the whole humanity. And that is why the love with which Mother and Sri Aurobindo implemented this new vision of the Supreme is the love that is to us, to our little mind of fraternity. Vishwa Bandhutva, that was the concept all the throughout the centuries and millenniums was cherished by we people, is now put into practice as love. So love at one end, what we physically experience, psychologically experience, socially experience, in relationship we experience, has been widened and widened and widened to that level when it became the very nature of the Supreme. And that Supreme is going to incarnate on the earth as human being. Format will be human being. Body walls for the body will be human being, but the quality is nothing less than Satchidanand. That is where we are. Satprem says, ask Mother. That is what I understand, what I think, what I comprehend is all right. He asked this question to the Mother. That is where we are. Matter is highly contagious. We only know the contagion by means of reproduction. Matter is contagious. And we know the matter as contagious when we experience the urges, intensity, captivization, and psychological push at the time of our vital activity, at the time of our reproduction activity, at the time of our creating new generation activity. It is the Maithun where we can have the total excited, intense experience of this reproduction that is to be rooted out. That is to be rooted out. So this is the last link between animality and humanity. This is the last link between animality and mentality. This is the last link between animality and physicality. So body and new mind, new body and new mind, both are emerging simultaneously, and Mother is experiencing that in each and every cell of her body these two parallel forces are working under the connectivity and patronization, under the umbrella of supramental descent. Supramental was descended down on the ground for this very reason, that Mother for the first time understood in 1962, and that is also very well connected here. It took nothing more than a mental vibration to make Einstein. Where stands Einstein? It is beyond Einstein. It is only a mental vibration that has made Einstein Einstein. Now you can imagine to what extent and to what height we are supposed to reach, and to what height we can at least at present imagine. Mental vibration is Einstein. That is what Satprem puts before the mother, and mother confirms it. And now it is something else who wants something else. And now it is something else. My cells want something else, and something else means beyond relativity. Einstein is relativity, and relativity is Einstein. If we want to define Einstein in toto, only relativity can explain Einstein, what he did, what he found, what he offered, and what he gave to the entire universe up till now. The truth at its highest form is the relativity. Truth at its highest form is the relativity, and truth at the realistic form is reality. And truth and reality both are merged in such a way that it becomes divinity. And now it's something else who wants something else. Who wants something else? Who wants something else? Are you not ready? World is preparing for a bigger change. Will you collaborate? Will you not collaborate? If you are ready, if you are ready internally and psychically, then you also will it. It is not my shell that wills it. Your body, your physicality, your reality, your personality, your trinity of physical mind, vital mind, and mental mind is also my cell. Is also my cell. I am world mother. And it is also my cell. When my cell is awakened, you are also awakened. And in this way, those who were awakened were brought into my orbit. And this is what the very reason why on the ocean of passivity, we are just churning our matter of the mind, our matter of the vital, and our matter of psychic. The matter of psychic is divinity. So I can simply put concepts before you. It is up to you to pray to the mother to get all of them integrated on the little plot of mortality. It is our little plot of mortality. You all will have to get how they can be integrated. Then only concept can be clear why we are doing it here. Why we are churning it here. Matter has got to be churned so vigorously so as to manifest the light and the life divine. We are manifesting light and life divine on the water of the ocean, and that is the reality that is to be assimilated with relativity, and the reality and relativity manifested being assimilated with the invisible supreme reality, and that is Parapar Om Tat Sat. It's almost like a new mind being formed. To understand this, to grasp this, to comprehend this idea is new mind is required. Our old mind is completely outdated. Einstein is outdated. What of us? Einstein is outdated. What of us? And the body is learning its lesson. Mother says, mind, mother spoke. It is almost like a new mind being formed. Satprem, you take it for granted. It is new mind is being formed in me. And immediately thereafter, mother says, and the body is learning its lesson. My body is learning its lesson. What type of lesson? To give birth to my new body. To give birth to my new body. To give birth for mother, a child is a natural process, is a natural biological process of the birth. But this is so mystic process for me that has been assigned to me by mind of light, that my new body, my new mind in my new body is to be so immersed that the entire supramental can be brought down visibly on the earth. And the body is learning its lesson. All bodies, Satprem, not only my body, all bodies of the universe. All bodies of the universe, because my cells are going to be transformed, and the more and more portals will be created in my body within me, the whole world being so shaken up that ultimately has no destiny excepting to be transformed. That is Kalki. That is Kalki. And that will take place hereafter. Hereafter it will take place. Day of victory is coming nearer and nearer to us. So, after 1 century, if this one phase is not over, then when shall it be done? For God, for divine, for divine. And we are just simply offering all these things to the Supreme here. Locating ourselves on the passivity of seas. It is passivity. Our matter is also passive. Our mind is also passive. Our vital is individually also passive. Our personality, whatsoever it is, though it is Einstein or more than Einstein, makes no difference. It is the passivity that has to be churned out in such a way that the real supramental light can manifest through individual, through collectivity, through reality, and through relativity too. And the body is learning its lesson, all bodies. And it is not only that last 20th century or 35 millionth century cells are super piteously uprooting the old habits. My cells, millions and billions of my cells, are so revolting against old habits imposed upon them throughout all different births, throughout all different previous lives, are being rooted out, mercilessly rooted out. That is the churning of the matter. The churning of the matter that is within the body of the mother is being within us. And today we just launch our complaint before our assumed God that, Lord, Bhagwan, do it for me. Do it for me. This is my trouble, this is my difficulty, this is my this and that is my that. See the magnitude of this programming, and a very tiny, extremely negligible effort on our part, such a poverty of our mind, and that mind has to be rooted out. It is the mental poverty that is to be first of all identified and recognized by us. Uprooting the old habits of the world and infiltrating something so new, and it is to be infiltrated, not only penetrated, infiltrated. No impurity, no limitation, no dot, no darkness, no tamas, no ignorance. Purity, divinity, and infinity, three are one and the same, and they are to be imbibed by us consciously. Whatever little level of mind we have been given up till now in the span of evolution has to be so utilized that at least while this new reality starts entering into our cell, at least we can pinpointedly recognize it. You can just imagine the way mother was feeling, mother was expressing. Satprem might be understanding it, Satprem might be half understanding it, Satprem might be misunderstanding it, makes no difference. For divine, it makes no difference. For divine, it is being received by human being on the earth is matters, is only important. It is being received by human being on earth. Only one man was there. Only one man was there to receive all these things all over the world. So many great people, so many Einstein, so many Heisenberg, so many Stephen Hawking might be living there, but only and only Satprem was there who was to receive it. And that is why focus of the mother, when churning was going on within her body, when Radha is going to be Aradhika, when Radha is going to be Mahashakti of tomorrow's Kalki Narayan, Radha, that Kalki Narayan is all alone. Ardhanari Nateswar there in reality. That Ardhanari Nateswar here in reality is Radha and Krishna atwined in bliss as one. So this is the Radha's trial, Radha's acid gas, acid taste, and Radha's transformation as Aradhika. After Purna Purushottam, Paramatma Lord Krishna, what Radha is yet to do it. So this is what to be done. Cellular transformation, creation of new mind and creation of new body. Creation of new mind in new body, because creation of new psychic. Now Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuto Sanatana are not going to be the psychic only. Highly elevated psychic will be there in interim race of the over mental consciousness, that is over man. Interim man, where psychicality will take place of the mentality, psychicality will take place of the physicality, psychicality will take place of the vitality. No vital urge, no vital intensity, no vital deviation and degradation will be there. It is simply the manifestation of Satchidanand, nothing less than that. So you just look to the height of all different layers of the consciousness with which we are accustomed and with which we are used to, with we are motivated in our present life. Present life is the last shore. Thereafter we'll have to start our ship towards supermanhood, towards Superman. And we are invited by the mother directly to do it, and that is why we are also doing it. It is not our choice. It is not our choice. It is not our option. It is not our planning. It is not something that we are to do. We are compelled to do it, and compelled to do it with bliss. Compulsion is there, not the harassment and force behind it. Compulsion is there to be wider, 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 higher, higher, higher to receive it. That is going on. Infiltrating. This is infiltrating. We are made higher. When height is required, we are pushed to be higher. When width is required, we are pushed to be expanded. It is not our choice. It is not our choice. It is the force of the supramental that is working through us. We don't know it. We don't know it. It is infiltration. Something, and mother says something. Mother also did not identify. Mother also did not give a proper name to it. Something so new that we do not even see or understand it. We do not even see or understand. Something that wished in Savitri was clearly written by Sri Aurobindo. Something wished but knew not how to be. Something wished, that sail used to emerge to create new mind, create new vital, create new physical, but knew not how to be. How will it be? When process of reproduction will be rooted out, then how new body will emerge from the body? Mother says, no, I wait for this, but as I see that it will be done. Understand it. Except through the disruption it creates, it is also a new perception of the earth. It is also a new perception of the earth. The entire earth is also being transformed along with my cellular transformation within my body. So both the programming are going together, and both the programming of three different aspects at each and every level. At vital level also Trinity is working. At mental level also Trinity is working. At physical level also Trinity is working. And at the universal level, at transcendental level also the same Trinity is working. Rutam, Bruhat, Satyam. Understand, except through the disruptions it creates, it is also a new perception of the earth which is shattering our materialism and our spiritualism, which is shattering our materialism and spiritualism. Our spiritualism is also being shattered, and materialism is also being shattered. Nothing to be asked, nothing to be queried, nothing to be raised as the raison d'etre. Simply we'll have to accept with the all spirit of surrender. More the powerful spirit of surrender on our part, more capable and qualified we become to receive it. That is the only option, which is shattering our materialism and our spiritualism and bringing out something very strange, and bringing out something very strange, perhaps the true earthly perception, perhaps the true earthly perception. Without this side and that side of this life and that death, something mother called over life is being generated within our body also. Supramental life is being generated in the body of the mother. That is the process of reproduction going on in the very body of the mother, and the same process of reproduction is being launched within our body too, because we have been chosen by her. We have been chosen by her. Now you can understand to what extent we are fortunate. We cannot see our fortune, nor we can spell it out, nor we can experience it, but we are so enforced that if not today, tomorrow we will be eligible to receive this, to realize it, and to participate in this divine comedy over life, and which we will try to describe. That is what Satprem also notes here, and what Mother thereafter describes will be our last session over the sea of passivity.
Wow.
Yeah.